Allison here. Welcome to day 12 of year 1 in Stardew Valley Summer. We're going to spend our day basically doing what we normally do and go and grab some stuff and work on the community center. So the spirits are annoyed today. It is going to storm tomorrow, which means we won't have to water our crops, which is always a lovely thing.
Good, great, grand, wonderful.
We do not yet have the ability to craft lightning rods, so I'm not going to show you how to do that today, but hopefully we'll know soon because you can get battery packs from those lovely lightning rods. All right, so our coop is ready, so one of our tasks for today is going to be going and getting our chickens. I also just grabbed 10 hay out of the hopper there because we would like to donate those to the fodder bundle in the community center on the bulletin board. Got a nice gold quality milk from our cow, Roberta. Throw our milk pail back in that chest there. For now we only have one cow and one milk pail, so it doesn't seem like we need it. We might just want to carry it around to walk back and forth. That's ultimately up to you how much wood you have laying around.
Bush wood.
But I prefer to put one in there early because once you get more and more cows and you're making cheese and all that stuff, it's nice to have somewhere to stow all your stuff. You only need one milk pail regardless of the number of cows that you have.
Oh, good for you.
All right, so it's also Friday, so there's plenty of people that we need to give some gifts to, so I'm just scrolling there to see sort of what that is. If you want to check whether you've shipped certain items in the game, that is the tab to go ahead and do that if you're trying to be a completionist, which to some extent we are. We're trying to complete the community center and we're trying to do it quickly. You don't get any particular reward for it other than the satisfaction of saying that you did it, and that's why this walkthrough hopefully is giving you some tips and tricks in order to do that.
You know I know nothing about video games, and I found what you just said riveting.
So our tomatoes are ready. That's another thing that we need for our summer crops bundle in the community center, so we'll hang on to one of those. We're also getting some of these radishes. Those, their resale value isn't high. They're not one of the best crops to grow in general in the summer, but I like them because they're relatively inexpensive. They grow fast, and most of the villagers like them. If they like vegetables, they will enjoy a nice radish. So we'll go through and water all our stuff. Got plenty of radishes there. I think 5 or 6 of them. Few gold and silver quality. We'll just go ahead and sell those. The villagers do like higher quality gifts better for purposes of gifting.
I got him Yankee tickets. He got me a piece of paper saying I've given your gift to someone else.
Like a silver or a gold is better for friendship points than just the standard. My general attitude is even so, I would rather save all of the higher quality items for sale. I guess not even save them, sell them, unless we need them for the community center bundle or something in particular. Once you get later in the game and you have all the money in the world, you don't really need to worry so much about, you know, which you save and which you sell. And then I go ahead and save some gold quality ones for all of the villagers then.
Faux?
But for now, we need to save our money because we need to buy seeds, and we also need to do things like upgrade our barn and coop so we can get the next round of animals that we need for our artisan and animal bundles in the community center. Dog just hanging out on the melons.
Ted Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers.
Panting away and thumping his tail. So far on our to-do list today is to get our axe from Clint, go buy our chickens, and I'll show you the most efficient way to do that for the purposes of the community center. And since we'll have our axe, we'll be able to chop our way into the secret forest. I'd also like to wander around and give some villagers gifts so we can work on getting our friendship points up so we can start getting gifts from them, and because it is also fun to watch the cutscenes. Alright, so we don't need to carry that around with us for the day. few more things people like. Those strawberries, these sweet peas. And grab our stuff for the community center. I'll grab, I think the wizard needs a gift. Let's double check. All right. And yeah, so the solar essence, we'll give him one of those. He really likes them, and we haven't been giving him gifts as often as everyone else, I don't think. All right, off for the day. First things first, head over toward where our axe is and toward the community center. We also definitely want to stop by the beach today, because if you've been checking the TV every day like I recommend, yesterday on the day of the luau, the Living on the Land guy told us that what we need to do is make sure we go ahead and check the beach for extra shells and coral and all of that. For the next 2 days, we get lots of extras of each of those, and you'll make a pretty penny just on selling those things.
Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman.
All right, so Haley wants a Joja Cola. If we have one laying around, maybe we can grab one of those for her tomorrow. Can sell all of this stuff that we don't need to Pierre, so we don't have to wait until tomorrow to get the extra money. And at some point coming up here shortly, we're going to need to get some fruit trees. I think the safest bet for the community center after some trial and error is to get the apple and the pomegranate. That should cover all your bases for what you need, as long as you're also going the animal route. We also got 5 more poppy seeds, so we can make sure we get an orange poppy for the community center, because the white one that we tried to donate yesterday didn't do the trick. So Pierre likes his radish. Kind of hate giving Pierre gifts. He's just such a smug jerk all the time.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Although I feel bad for him. Joe Mart is clearly more evil, but... Alright. Carried around some peppers for Mayor Lewis. He got 2 gifts this week, oh well. And let's head over to Clint. All right, steel axe. So now we can chop into those extra large logs on both our farm and that are blocking the secret forest. So I'll show you where that is, how you get in there, and what you need to do to complete the community center once you are in there. All right, you're welcome, Alex. Cool radish. Alright, so as you can see, there's already loads of stuff on this half of the beach that we are going to be able to forage for some extra money. Let's see. No. Alright, Elliot already got 2 gifts too. You can see that the water is sort of like a greener color than usual. Normally it's more of like a bright, just clear sort of blue. This time it's green. Living off the land tells us it has something to do with the crab mating season and the warmer waters, and that's why we are getting all of these sweet, sweet coral. We're probably going to make at least $1,000 or $2 off of just these, I think. So far we have 10.
Hello, handsome. Is that a 10-gallon hat, or are you just enjoying the show?
Nab Haley and give her a sweet pea. She likes flowers. Her favorite kind is a sunflower, but you don't always get everything exactly that you want, Haley. All right, stop in Willie's shop. And yeah, so we have 14 coral and one of these mussels. So yeah, we made about $1,000 off of all of that stuff. which is really nice because now we are getting to the point where we don't need to be so worried about money on a day-to-day basis. And it's also Friday, so the cart lady might have something that we really want, and it's nice to have some spare change in order to buy that for her.
Buy Bushwood?
Try and make sure I have a little bit of extra gold in my pocket on Fridays and Sundays when I'm walking over there to see her. Doesn't always work out like that, but it's nice as an extra bonus. Alright, so Sam does not like the radish. Should have known better. He doesn't really like vegetables. He likes pretty much all animal products. He loves sashimi. That's one of his absolute favorite things. He also loves pizza, but for now we don't have a kitchen, and I'm not going to spend a ton of money on food from Gus just to make these people happy for now. Alright, so we got a Shane cutscene. He appears to be passed out on the floor amidst a pile of beer cans. So Shane is expressing some suicidal ideation, talking about how he doesn't want to be around long enough to have a plan. He is upset because he sees that Jazz is upset and he appears to have a good relationship with her. So his substance abuse appears to be linked with some mental health issues, which is very much true to life. All right, so now we're going to buy our chickens. The first one we got is a brown chicken. You can see at the top of the screen there, it shows, okay, brown chicken. So get to name our chicken whatever. I'm going to name it Wilhelmina just because. Then it's just sort of random which color chicken you get. But as I will probably show you, because we might not be lucky enough to get the white one the second time right around, you can just always exit out of the screen by hitting the back button instead of buying the wrong color chicken, because you do need one large white egg and one large brown egg, and 2 brown chickens are not going to produce those white eggs. They produce the color that you get. So all right, so see another new brown chicken, so we're going to back out, and same thing, back out. Alright, and this time we got a little white chicken, so he'll go into the coop. And I'm going to name this chicken, I don't know. Sometimes I do themes, not as creative at this particular moment. Let's name him Monty. Monty the chicken. Okay, so we got our chickens all ready to go. They're just hanging out in the coop now for us to get over there whenever we feel like it to say hello to them and feed them. In the meantime, let's give Marnie a radish. She likes that, but we still can't get into her bedroom to retrieve the shorts of poor Mayor Lewis. Although I think we're getting pretty close to having the friendship points with her to do that. All right, let's see what the traveling cart lady has. It would be awesome if she had a red cabbage. That's what one of the things we absolutely need to buy from her to complete the community center in year 1, or red cabbage seeds before the, I think, 13th day of fall, so we can plant them and they can grow. I think they take 12 or 13 days. All right, so here's our entrance to the secret forest. We're going to use our new upgraded axe to chop down this log, and we're going to head in. All right, and so as you can see, there are lots of good forageable items here. We got 2 fiddlehead ferns and a red mushroom. Also, watch out for these slimes. All right, so our inventory appears to be full, even though we sold all that stuff to Willie in the fishing shop. We are carrying around too much crap for gifts, so we can't pick up that last fiddlehead fern. It's not the end of the world. They are worth quite a bit of money. I think around 150 and up, depending on what their quality is. But we made a good fair chunk of change today, so I'm not going to stress about it too much. There's lots of slimes hanging out over there. This is a decent place to go to get up your combat skill, or to just if you need slime in general and you don't feel like going down into the mines, you can always take a trip over to the secret forest and chop down some hardwood at the same time. We brought that gift for the wizard, so let's go down and give him that. And it's also getting to the point on a Friday evening where the saloon is going to fill up. So after this, we can head over there and give the rest of our gifts for this week. We also need to plant these poppies today so we can get them growing. Can throw those on the ground since it's about the same distance to cut through the farm or to go around past Marnie's shop in order to make our way over to the saloon.
Yeah, in your bra.
All right, put these over by the beehive and sort of wherever. For now, that's fine. So grab this poppy honey and the hot pepper jelly. Okay, we can also throw some of these things in some chests since we may find a few forageables on the way to the saloon and the community center, which we're gonna go to drop off this stuff, the tomato, the purple mushroom, and the hay for the fodder bundle. Alright, let's go down to the saloon first. Some people start leaving a little bit early, and then some people don't get there until 7 o'clock or so, so we should hit pretty much all of the people that we need to see in the saloon. Alright, Shane already got his 2 peppers. Poor guy's back to just sitting there by himself drinking. Abigail can have this red pepper jelly. She likes any food item, more or less.
Hey, girl. You hungry?
Pretty much any of the artisan goods that you can cook up. She also likes to munch on some quartz. She does not like fruit and vegetables, and that's most of the rest of what we're carrying around. I don't really have anything that Sebastian loves or anything. I gave Sam already that thing that he didn't like, the radish or whatever. Robin's already got 2. We already gave Lewis 2. Let's see what Leah's up to. She already got 2 gifts this week. Okay. Pam, do you like peppers? Did good with this one. Gus already got 2. Emily is neutral toward that gift. She says just thanks when she is sort of neutral. Willie is also, I think, neutral toward that pepper. All right, and up to the community center we go. We're gonna donate 3 items today, so all in all, not a bad day. Pretty confident we're on pace to actually get this stuff done. We just need a little bit of luck as far as the traveling cart lady for that red cabbage. And I think we should be able to do it. All right, so purple mushroom, last thing we need for that is a nautilus shell. Those appear on the beach in the winter. And so that one's just going to have to hang out for a while. The fodder bundle, we're going to give the 10 hay there.
How about I just go eat some hay?
We already donated our 10 wheat. We need to get 3 apples for the fodder bundle, and then you can also use an apple for one of your items in the artisan bundle. So that's why we want to get that apple tree planted soon, like I was talking about earlier at Pierre's store. And last thing we have is, yeah, so that's the apple I was talking about there. If we get an apple and one of those cheeses each, or if we're lucky and get a piece of cloth from Emily, we'll be all good to go. So we just need our melon and our blueberry, and we will be all set for the summer crops, which is nice. We get a nice little reward of some seeds for that. And oh yeah, so we can also donate this fiddlehead fern in our chef's bundle. So the last thing we need there is a truffle and then our orange poppy, like I was talking about. We tried to throw a white one in there on day 11. Didn't work out. I knew better than that, to be honest with you. I've had that problem before. So we went and planted some more poppy seeds. We'll just have to water those before we go to bed tonight. And that way we planted 5 more. We should be able to get an orange poppy out of that. If not, it's also something that the traveling cart lady sells pretty often. I think there's a higher chance of that than some of the other stuff, so I think we should be in decent shape. And we can head up this way, see if we can nab Linus, maybe give him a gift. He likes a good hot pepper. Pretty much anything that you grow, he enjoys. No, we're not going to eat it. We're going to give it to Linus. You're welcome, buddy. He's one person that regardless of your heart level, you can always get into his tent, which for some guy who is homeless by choice, may be a bit of an invasion of privacy, but so is the game.
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah, right, collect our mushrooms and or fruit from the fruit bats. Got a chanterelle and a couple of red caps, so those are going to be good little money makers for us. So we already made back the money that we spent on the chickens just by hanging out and wandering around and foraging, a little bit of farming today. So they're trying to sleep. Let's put some food in their little bin there because it's going to rain tomorrow, so they're not going to exit. I tend to just leave my animal doors open all the time except in the winter. I've heard from various people that it can possibly negatively affect their hearts. I've never noticed that being an issue. I have no problem getting large eggs and milk and higher quality goods regardless of just like leaving them open for years on end other than during the winter. But if you want to be safe rather than sorry, I guess you can go ahead and close those at the end of every night. All right, so we threw some poppies down around here and then 2 up over by the other one, so easy enough. Let's sell all of the stuff that we're going to make our big cash off of, at least at this point in the game. At some point, I want to make another beehive. I think we're running low on coal and iron. We don't have all that much of it, so maybe I'm going to hold off on that. We only have 11, so I'm going to wait because maybe we'll do some mine diving if we get good luck in the next couple of days here. I'd like to get some more ore so we can make some more of those silver iron bars. All right, so we leveled up our farming. We got more proficiency with our watering can and our hoe. We can craft hardwood fences, which lasts a really long time. We can also make the cheese press, which will convert our milk to cheese. We can now also craft the lightning rod, which is great because we're going to have a storm tomorrow. Fall seeds, a totem warp to the beach. And so we picked up some valuable crafting items as well as some higher proficiency. So today overall was a really productive day. We made a good amount of money. We got each of the chickens that we needed, donated like 4 things to the community center. So after the luau, we did well for ourselves, made some money, and also basically did really good progress on the community center. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and everyone have a great day. We'll see you again next time for day 13 of summer in Stardew Valley with Alice in Walkthrough Land.